Have another beautiful day up in the Terra Alta region off of Route 7 and hiking down to basically Route 26 Albright. This is the trailhead. It is at a very tight turn in Route 7 just before you get to Terra Alta. At this point, things are gradually getting wetter. I'm looking up towards Route 7. In fact, there are still some vehicles that maybe you can outline along the road up there. But this road gradually gets wetter, and in fact there are more feeder streams, and it looks as we go down trail here that it's going to continue to get even more and more wet as we move along. It looks like the trail, as mentioned in the Allegheny Trail guide, becomes a bit of a creek. So this probably is the area where you have to watch for rattlesnakes, and I'm here on a 30-degree morning in hopes to avoid rattlesnakes because they're not my thing. So I've come to a juncture where the creek is clearly here. Up to this point in time it was just road drainage. As I look down this creek a little bit, I see where there's a marker across the creek. I don't know if I'm supposed to cross there or not. I'll figure it out as I go. So I brought some bigger boots with me. I thought maybe I might need them. That looks to be true. So just going to keep cooking here, see what happens. At this point, I'm working my way downhill by the creek. There weren't particularly any markings. I crossed over to the one side of the creek and then the other side. And I didn't see anything in here, but there's that little marshy area way down there. And it comes around there, and it's kind of a nice hilltop walk. It's really not bad. And the nice thing is, once you get down the side of this thing, I mean, it's a little bit of exploration. If you notice real careful, on that pine tree right there, there is a marking. And as I look even further down the creek, I see another bright blaze. Those bright blazes are huge, really. So we're just kind of walking along this little island here between this creek, which flows on either side. It's really quite a nice hike. The big thing you got to be careful about is rattlesnakes, from what I understand. I chose a cold day. I took a few extra precautions, and so far so good. I'd ask the Lord not to see snakes because they're not my favorite creature. But that being the case, so far so good. Reaching an intersection now. Came from that general direction, and more of a main route here. Looking at the sign, I'll be bearing left for just a little bit northbound, and I'm turning left onto paved Freeland Road. There's this brown house just across the road with a little swinging tire in front of it. So I am turning left. I don't know if I said I'm turning right, but I'm turning left onto this short chunk of paved Freeland Road. And I think this is for 1/10 of a mile. Actually, it's more like gravel at the moment. If you pan up the road, you're moving up towards Route 7. As you work your way down this road for 1/10 of a mile, you're going to hook in, make a right, and you're working your way to Albright. This is only 1/10 of a mile on paved Freeland Road, just past a nice house with a very pleasant, looked like World War II or one of the war memorials. They're just very tastefully done. So in that 1/10 of a mile, you meet up with Hunter's Road, which is like a personal driveway. Follow the signs. They're telling you to go to the right. It's very well marked down the road. That remains Freeland Road. At this point, Freeland turned into somewhat of a logging road. A little mountain brook down below the trail. Some hemlock going out here. And it's just been descending for a while. Of the trail kind of tees off here. It's posted on the right side. It looks like we bear left. Of course, it's posted on both sides of the road, but that was a lovely, absolutely lovely section of hemlock and brook. And indeed, it was rocky as described, but great chunk of trail. I really enjoyed it. Love this area. Reminds me of a song. Draw me nearer, nearer, blessed Lord, to the cross where thou hast died. Draw me nearer, 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 blessed Lord, to thy precious bleeding side. Just a closer walk, guys. Just a closer walk. There are a couple of ponds here. One's right up there by that shelter. And then this is that creek crossing in that little car bridge that they were talking about. And evidently, once upon a time, many years ago, somebody lived down there. There's the remaining of somebody's old home there. Of course, all this is private property, so I'm staying on the trail, but love it. Beautiful, beautiful place here. And a beautiful day. I'm reminded the Bible says, this is the day the Lord has made. I know that I wear that verse out, but I do rejoice. I got reasons to rejoice. Jesus loved me and died for me. And oh wow, there's beautiful pine smelling. Wow, that's like a whiff of the Pacific Northwest. And here's a lovely little creek. This is perfect right here. I love this. A bit of evergreen, a bit of mountain laurel. Doesn't get any better for me. This is from Crane School Road, looking down towards Kingwood. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous view. This is an area of a mine reclamation, and it's really pretty. Turned it into a gorgeous, gorgeous farm. Great looking cows and horses. It's pretty out there.